Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing oh, everybody's singing oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do.
We are at an altitude of 1630 meters above sea level.
And weddings here are quite big. Well, not that big as in India.
When I look in your eyes, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It's almost like you make me fly. When I look at you smile, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you.
We have dry wines and we have semi-sweet wines in Georgia.
What is the difference between dry wine and
The
semi-sweet?
easiest way is when you're drinking dry wine, you don't feel any sweetness there, and you feel that it's dry when you like sip it. You feel the dryness in your mouth. And when it's semi-sweet, then it's more desert wine, and you feel the sweetness in it. And there's a different technology how it's done. The dry wines may be done in qvevris. It's just technology. We're going to Qvevri Museum and you will see how they look like and how they are made. These are huge clay pots digged in the ground, and all the sugar and the sweetness in the grapes are sweet, right?
Yes.
So all the sugar in the grapes, they become into alcohol.
Yes.
And
After the fermentation process.
after the fermentation process, and we get dry wines. But if the sugar grapes are very sweet, then if you make dry wine out of them, the alcohol will be very high. So that's why they are stopping this fermentation process several times, and thus they are preserving the sugar in the wine.
Yes, correct.
And you get semi-sweet wine. So that's the main difference. Now you will taste it and you will tell me what you feel.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
In Georgia, there are big wine factories who produce the bottled wine, and they are more oriented on quantity. But on the other side, there are family wineries who are bottling wines, but their wines are like they might issue like 10,000 bottles a year or more or less. So they are more oriented on quantity, and they all have a history. There used to be their grandfather who was making wine, and
so it is like a family tradition that is going on.
Yes. So long time ago, not long, like 5 or 6 years ago, they used to have a tiny winery, the Marani, this is the wine cellar, and now they have a hotel and they have
so slowly the family is growing with this business. That's nice.
So we're going to them. They are twin brothers, and that's the reason why the winery is called Twins.
Okay. So this is the final destination. This is the Twin Old Cellar. I mean, basically I did not want to go to any of the shops that were like, you know, a mass production of wine. I need to go down deep into the culture of them and then originally check how it was made before and how is it made now. So this is a family tradition, or you can say a family old cellar that they are having. So let me introduce you to them. Hello.
two brothers, twin brothers, Gia, Igela, Gapkitsulashi. I'm manager. Make wine only query. This is a jug. This is 1,000, 1,500 liter each one. We have 137 total query. This photo we made 12 years ago from here. It was open cellar. Here making wine only query, and we make statue query. In Georgia found 6,000 years old small query, and this query had these ornaments, and we make copy our model. Now please in the what's up?
They really make this like a museum.
This is a shape query. All query have this form. Query is minimum 10 liter, maximum 10,000 liter.
Okay.
But every query have this format. When I give order, master knows the sizes, make query for those. This is Georgian map, all region Georgia. We are now in Kakheti. Empty query. We are before making query in Georgian. We see everywhere making query and inside made wine. But now, this moment, only 3 region we are making query. Wine everywhere making. This is Guria, Imereti and Kakheti. One village in Kakheti, Vardi Subani, 3 villages in Imereti and 1 village is in the Guria. Only 5 village we are making query in Georgia. Region Kvemo Kartli, village Shulaveri. Here found first query in world. 8,000 years old query. Beside query was grape seed. 8,000 years old grape seed. How many different kinds grapes in Georgia? 525. It is in Kakheti. Kakheti is first region from grapes. Very popular young grapes in Kakheti. Katsiteli, Saperavi, Kakhurinzwane, Kisi, Khikhi. This is all grapes from region Kakheti. How making query? Query making from clay. Master knows what kinds clay need for make query. So this is Uremi, old Georgian transport. Now, of course, you use machine, but we have many mountains in Georgia using this Uremi. And master started get building query. 2 months in it for build query, 2 months. Master always started make together 10, 12 query. When query is ready, we putting in the closed room. This room without window. Inside room 12, 16 degree temperature for dry. 40, 50 day need for dry query. And after dry, we putting in oven for baker. This oven don't have door. We always broken walls, put inside query and building.
Okay.
Only this area when we give woods for fry. 12 days go with baking process inside and last 2 days around 900 degree temperature inside oven. After master stop it give woods. We waiting 3-4 days for inside was cool. Again we broken walls, take out query. And inside query we candle with wax, bee wax inside. Why? For don't take taste clay. Why? Outside we make lime. This is antiseptic. First query in world, 8,000 years old query. This is 6,000 years old query, and these ornaments we make our big monument. First century in Uplisiche found old cellar. When query is ready, we put it in the ground and starting use. But before and after use query, we always cleaning query. How we clean? Please. Big query, how we clean? Somebody go inside query. Only water, not chemical, nothing. Start to get clean. Very, very difficult clean query because very small oxygen inside, very cold.
Yes,
40-45 box fresh water need for clean query. Now I cannot, but 10-15 years ago, right? Small query, how we clean? This is cherry tree skin. Now time we take water and starting press grape. Please come making wine. So this is Satnacheli, big grape, looking here starting press. First grape juice coming in every after we take skin and cooking with every because Georgian technology skin and grape juice will be together 6 months with every.
This is the fun part, the grape stamping part that you all guys know and you all guys know about. This is the grape stamping part. I mean, this is actually the fun part of winemaking.
All product what we can produce from grapes here, sparkling wine, vinegar, cha-cha, grapeseed oil, fruit salad, brandy, wine, squeeze, everything. Great for us, fresh fruit, because main product, wine making from grapes. Now let's go downstairs.
Don't do it.
My shoes are really big.
Really quality, really wine, really skin. This is exclusive. You can see only here. Same position upstairs on wine in family. Fair skin upstairs, wine downstairs, going fermentation. When fermentation finish it, we close quality and 6 months we wait. This skin go down, this wine go up and starting natural filtration. In April, we open quality, we take out this wine, and the skin outer we boiling cha-cha. Cha-cha is strong one, saying
Yes.
grappa, but Georgian cha-cha. Okay, machine utxaრის თუნდა გადაიღოს. და გავუთა იქ შემოვიდით აქ იმაში, გავაწვდით.
Because even in Georgia, this is the only place where you can really see what is happening down the qvevri. Because
That is the
generally,
most important part.
yes, generally we see qvevris that are closed, and somebody is telling us that why
This is what happens inside,
Yeah.
yes.
And here we see, imagine, when they are up there, they were pressing grapes, right? When the grapes
yes,
are
yes.
pressed, then the juice goes in this qvevri. And they are putting these sticks and seeds, grape seeds there. Time goes, and all these sticks, they go down on the downer level, and the juice that is left slowly transforms into young wine and then wine. It takes about 6 months for.
What is the difference between young wine and the final wine?
Young wine is the one which is sparkling, which is still
Sparkling, yes.
sweet
Champagne?
and boiling, kind of champagne, yes. And only after 6 months it reaches the condition of the wine. So longer you keep it, it's better. But generally, what they will do, somewhere in spring, they will open this qvevri, they will separate wine, and they might put this wine into new qvevri if they
Okay.
want to age it for a longer period, and they will use these seeds, whatever is left, to make cha-cha. Cha-cha, what is it? Here we see a boiling thing for cha-cha. They put cha-cha inside there, down, they put it on fire, and when it is evaporated, here it goes through this tunnel, which is generally in water. So outside it's water, so this steam then gets into the drops, and thus you get the final product, which is cha-cha.
Cha-cha is like vodka, right?
Cha-cha is like
Yeah,
vodka.
like vodka, yes.
The process how you do it is very similar, but this one is
More.
cha-cha can be made out of different fruits, anything you
Okay,
can.
it's not compulsory to have it with grapes.
Yes, but as far as we call dead seeds, cha-cha, that's why we call like the clear cha-cha and good cha-cha is the one which is made of grape seeds. That's why we call it cha-cha.
Cha-cha, yes.
Yes. So then we get the product. The cha-cha is generally like 70 or 80 degrees and it's quite strong. You can taste it up there. chemicals, and the wine should go through filtrations. They are also, like doing this. They are bottling, like putting wine in the bottles and then keeping on the filtering process. Do you see here? It's a part where all these everything like the how is it called? Yes, whatever is left, it is kept here. So then they will freeze it, this part, and take it off.
Take it off.
And then you will have only pure
wine on the top of it.
Yes, because generally if you drink wine, when you're drinking, on the bottom of the wine it's left kind of color.
Yes, correct, yes.
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 If it is not left, it's not good wine. But they are still trying to like...
To retain that thing, yes.
No, to make it slower, to remove most of it. But imagine they have to keep every bottle like this for a long time, so big companies don't do it. Do you want to go on?
Grape RECIPIE, wine's name RECIPIE. Making Georgian technology in Query. 6 months skin and grape juice together in Query, and after 6 months we separate. Wine is dry. Grape Saperavi, wine's name Saperavi. Making Georgian technology in Query. Again 6 months in Query, but 3 months with skin, 3 months without skin. After 3 months, we open Query, we take out skin and only grape juice we keeping more 3 months in Query. Wine is dry, alcohol 12.5. And semi-sweet wine. Grape same, Saperavi, but technology difference. Wine's name Alazani Valley. When start fermentation, 2 maximum Thursday, we putting in freezer and stop it fermentation. When stop fermentation, all sugar stay in grape juice. Okay, white wine dry RECIPIE, red wine dry Saperavi and semi-sweet Alazani Valley. In Chacha. Chacha we make only from white grape skin. Okay, now you can test.
So now we have all the 3 categories of wine here and 1 category of cha-cha. There are some cheese, wine and cheese obviously, and there is some side dish, like I think it is like a bread. Okay, so we'll taste them one by one and see how they are. So as of on, the winner for me would be the first one that I tasted. Okay, how much wine do you drink in a day?
There is a special vessel, it is khanti. It's horn. From
Yes, I saw that, and Dry Bridge Market.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes,
and now he was saying that it's been recorded how 1.5 liter khantis were drank together.
Yeah, because when I was seeing it, the maximum size were pretty humongous. So people here drink a lot of wine.
They do.
Yes.
They do. And every feast in Georgia has tamada. It's a toastmaster. And everybody obeys to him. He's initiating the toasts, and they are drinking. And every toast, like if one tamada says a toast, then every person is spreading the same topic.
Yes.
So it takes a lot of time. So the feasts are taking a lot of time, like 4 or 5 hours. And during that time, they might drink like 2 liters, 4 liter, 5 liter wine per person. When we are
That's
ordering,
insane.
yes, when we are ordering, imagine if there is like 500-person Supra, then you will order like 2 liters per person, including women and men.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone. So women don't drink that much.
Yeah, of
Not
course, 2
like-
liter of wine is like too much. Yes, when we're
Men
talking
are
about beer, okay, fine. I mean, there are some festivals for beer where they drink this much amount of beer.
We don't need festivals. We don't need festivals for drinking lots of wine.
So this is it. We are towards the end of our trip, and I must say that I had a blast experience. A blast experience. I'll just link down below all these people whom I was traveling with. It is Modi Travels, and if you be to Georgia and if you want to experience this wine making culture of Georgia, I would highly recommend these people. I mean, the owner of this lady is super nice. She is a history book in short. So you'll get to know every part of the Georgia, whether be it culture, whether be it you know, the entire experience of coming from that place and driving 200 kilometers. I mean, this is the place, and these are the people whom you should be traveling with. I mean, not sponsored, but yes, please. We are at the blue hour. We are just done with the day. The sun has just set, and as yesterday we were seeing this blue hour, and this blue hour looks beautiful, isn't it? This entire winery, I mean, this is the deep countryside of Georgia. The sun is setting out there somewhere. There, the sun is setting, and then such a nice view. I mean, really. So on the way we absolutely forgot to take back her phone, so we are coming back and then probably searching for her phone at this point of time. Finally got it, huh? So I think that I would change the topic of my vlog to lost phone found. This is what happened when you are very hungry. You have not eaten anything since morning, and then you come to a supermarket to really look for some food. Really?
Really?
We should take most of them. Thank you. This awesome thing that we just had. What was it called?
How are they called? I don't know, this is cookie biscuits with honey. We call it prяники, taplakleri.
Can you please parcel like 1,000 packets of this to Kuwait?
No.
So thank you for this awesome trip. I mean, it was really nice.
Thank you guys. It was a great day. We had a nice journey, and it was our pleasure to host you. And hopefully,
Thank you so much.
you will get to Georgia very soon.
Yes, I get to Georgia very soon. Whoever of my friends who are coming, I'll definitely give them your contact number so that they can have this amazing trip what we filmed just now. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was a pleasure
Thank you
meeting
so
you.
much.
Bye bye.
And always great to make new friends.